been described as always being very disciplined and setting goals since a very young age. So when asked what his goals in life are, he replied that he wanted to be on the Ellen Show and to learn how to knit. Somehow, I think Chad will accomplish these goals. Please join me in welcoming your 2011 valedictorian, a special young man, Chad Werner.
I have a quick question. I hope that's not rude. Ugly. Quick question. Who else is naked under their robes? Hey! That guy. I was going to have the drunk cafe guys come in here, but due to lack of funds and time and a cocaine overdose, they couldn't make it. But, yeah. I thought a lot about what I was going to write, and I was like, you know what, Chad, talking to a mirror, of course, you deserve it. So tonight I'm going to drop the F-bomb. Future! Scared you. As valedictorian, I was told to write a speech on looking forward. So for the next 5 minutes, I'm just going to stare forward in silence to represent what it means to look forward. It was supposed to be silent, so thank you. But for serious, everybody, I'm no psychic, I'm no soothsayer, I can't predict the rapture. But however, I can tell you this. Tomorrow you're going to wake up and everything's going to be fine and dandy. Oh, look at me, I'm out of high school and free and youthful. But after a few weeks of living off mama, papa, and or guardian's income, it's going to get real. You're going to get a reality check that says, welcome to the real world. Addressed to you with a memo that says, for your own good. Signed by the person who told you that the tooth fairy wasn't real. Is this metaphor real enough for you yet? Is the image vivid? Good. You're going to wake up to a world without ranking or GPA, a world beyond tardy bells and dress codes, beyond it's not okay posters, and book holes. By the way, Leland, I'm supposed to remind you, you need to return great white sharks, monsters of the sea. I can only give you a few weeks, but we're going to hold your report card, that's what I'm told. I can't stand here and give you all a view of the future, but I can tell you I'm on the same boat as you guys. I'm an 18-year-old kid going to figure out what life holds, which is a scary deal. But thank goodness we all took the tax test to prepare us for the real world. Ladies and gentlemen of the Arlington Heights graduating class of 2011, it's time to get real. Buck up, because this rodeo ain't for show, home fries. I could sit here all night and give you loads of advice that you could just as easily read in self-help books, and just as easily forget. That's not right. Things that you read on inspirational posters like, believe in yourself. Step up to the plate, comma, it won't step up to you. Or listen and silent are spelled with the same letters. Think about it. Oh, he's right. But honestly, who does that help? Yeah, I was in a real bad spot in my life. Drugs and gangs and witchcraft and Taco Bell. And one day I looked up in class and saw a poster that said, even Einstein, and hey, where are you going? Oh, okay. Even Einstein asks questions. And ever since then I realized, man, who am I? Where am I headed? Are the words listed in silent really spelled with the same letters? Asking questions was the path I took, and it has made all the difference. No, I'm not going to load your ears full of useless nonsense, but I will leave you with one piece of wisdom that has been given to me. If there is one thing my dad has taught me, besides manly stuff like shaving, chopping wood, eating steak without utensils, and blaming crying during the Notebook on having sawdust in your eye from chopping wood, it's this: never settle. You all have been given a gift of life, and with that gift comes a choice. Are you going to waste it, or are you going to use it to the fullest? Thank you! See you later, Grandma. In a book called the Bible, there is a verse that says this: what is life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. We aren't here forever. So what I leave you with here tonight is this: never settle. One of the saddest sights I see is when my friends who are in college, or just people I know, give up on dreaming. They study something just because they know a job lies ahead that'll give them money, and money is what they need to be secure in their lives. Or when people just wander through life because that's all they've ever known. I've known I've wanted to make movies ever since I was a little kid. I love telling stories, and that's what I dream of doing. Who cares about fame and success? If I have the chance to tell stories through film for a living, then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do that. Because that's what I love doing. So next year I'm going to school to study film. Not the most conventional choice, but one I'm proud of. I know not everyone here knows what they want to do. In fact, I know a great majority of you here have no idea what your future holds. But in one of my favorite books, Wild at Heart, the final chapter says this: don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and go do that. Because what the world needs is more people who have come alive. I look upon the world today and see people who feel they need a type A job to gain happiness. A big house, an expensive car, a lot of money, and then they will be happy. Really? I'd like to say, do what you love. Do what makes you come alive. If you love cars and fixing things, become a mechanic. Who cares what people say? If you love people and fixing them, become a doctor. But no, you have to go through like 18 or 40 years of school before you actually become a doctor. So just be careful, it's a lot of work. If you love the outdoors, just get a job outdoors. Never settle. Less is not an option. I pray that I am never sitting behind a desk, just waiting for the day to end because I allow myself to settle for less than doing what I love. We aren't made to be put into a box. We aren't made just to fill the time doing something we could care less about. We are made to live, and we do that by staying alive. Do what makes you come alive. That's what the world needs. Graduates, life is an adventure, and this is just the beginning. And in one of my favorite songs by James Taylor, he sings this: with 10 miles behind me and 10,000 more to go. The 10 are over. It's time to ride out the rest. Do it with a passion and never allow for less. Wasting the life God gave you is easy, but not nearly as fun as actually living it. Godspeed and A Heights.